During the lie detector test for Vanity Fair, Millie Bobby Brown confessed that her Stranger Things co-star Finn Wolfhard isn't a good kisser. After all, Finn Wolfhard was Millie Bobby Brown's love interest in the series Stranger Things. Does Millie Bobby Brown think Finn is not a good kisser? Does Millie Bobby Brown think the Earth is flat? Stay tuned to discover all the important unanswered questions we need to be answered. First, does Millie Bobby Brown think Finn is not a good kisser? You exclaimed, "Kissing sucks," after your first kiss with Finn Wolfhard. Is Finn just a bad kisser? The journalist asks during the interrogation. Brown says directly he is, not holding back.
Is Finn just a lousy kisser?
He is.
She is telling the truth, and the detective assigned to read her test confirms her response. She's telling the truth, he's a lousy kisser. The subsequent inquiry to Brown is, so he hasn't gotten any better? And she says, "Not with me, no," in response. She continues to say that Wolfhard's okay to be aware of her reaction.
Have you told him this?
No.
He's gonna find out.
That's okay.
Shippers of Millivin can relax. Brown might simply be stating that the two act professionally while on site. She would have been asked the same question for her Enola Holmes character if Vanity Fair had truly wanted to cause a scene. There is a slight twist now. Brown claims the lie detector test will test her acting abilities before the interview. "My job is to lie. It's been playing on my mind for a while and I'm excited about it." Finally, when asked if she got away with lying during the test, she replies positively, a claim that the detective confirmed. Who knows? Wolfhard may be a fantastic kisser. Brown gets exposed for repeatedly lying during the exam, most notably during the first round of inquiries when she refused to identify which American co-star has the worst British accent. Next up, which co-star did Millie Bobby Brown feel hard to let go of? When asked about how the character deaths in Stranger Things affected her, Millie Bobby Brown said it was hard for her to move on. Stranger Things, the fourth season of the well-known science fiction online series Stranger Things, has been full of surprises. The season's events, including Vecna assaulting Hawkins and a number of well-liked characters passing away, shocked not just viewers but also the show's protagonist, Eleven, played by Millie Bobby Brown, who found it tough to say goodbye to her co-stars. The 18-year-old recently said that the dramatic death of characters in the series hurt her heart, saying it took her a little longer than usual to move on. In a conversation with Entertainment Tonight, Stranger Things star Millie Bobby Brown stated that she loved Billy, aka Dacre Montgomery, who was killed in season 3. Brown said, "I had an excellent relationship with him, so it was difficult for me to let go of that." Millie continued by saying that she was shocked by Matthew Modine's death, aka Papa. She said, "And the same thing with Papa, Matthew Modine, in this season. I had a really good relationship with Papa. I had a really good relationship with Matthew, and to let him go was really hard."
Is there one person or character in particular you hope they bring back for the final season?
Papa.
Next off, what characters have died in Stranger Things so far? While Hopper, David Harbour in Season 3, and Will Byers, Noah Schnapp in Season 1, both experienced unnatural deaths, Stranger Things isn't afraid to take off very significant people. Viewers have been continually taken aback by some of the mind-blowing storylines, twists, and turns since the phenomenal series launch on Netflix in 2016. Whether or not we anticipated any of these deaths is one thing, how terrible they were is quite another. While some of these characters, such as Billy, played by Dacre Montgomery, were tragically fated, the handling and execution of these particular sequences frequently made them unbearable. Benny and Bob both passed away as heroes. The amiable character played by Sean Astin in Season 2 gave his life selflessly. Bob was utterly committed to Joyce, Winona Ryder, and her kids, frequently going above and beyond to ensure they were content and secure. Few things are as upsetting as witnessing a character to whom you have just grown exceptionally devoted die inexplicably. Eddie was a blessing to the audience because he was there for the entire season, but the character's horrible death outraged viewers worldwide. Sadie Sink's character technically lost the battle with Vecna and was briefly dead before Eleven revived her. These are just a few characters we had to see go, or almost go. Next up, does Millie Bobby Brown think the Earth is flat? During her recent interview with Variety, Millie Bobby Brown, the 18-year-old star of the streaming series Stranger Things and the Enola Holmes movies, was hooked up to a lie detector test and asked some very humiliating questions, like whether or not she thinks the Earth is flat. The actress claimed not to, but she never denied the idea that she does. The most intriguing query, though, occurred about halfway through the interview when Millie Bobby Brown was asked if she had expressed her belief that the planet is flat on TikTok live when she was 14 years old, which was 4 years ago. She embarrassedly admitted that she had stated that. She was asked if she still had that idea, and she said she did not, which the interviewer assumed was true.
You've seen satellite pictures, right?
I have, yeah.
Next up, was Millie Bobby Brown harsh towards Henry Cavill in the interview? Enola Holmes and Enola Holmes 2 gave Millie her first taste of mystery. When Enola takes on her first case as a detective, she will need assistance from friends and her brother Sherlock to solve the mystery of the missing girl. Millie Bobby Brown was much nicer when asked how she felt about Henry Cavill, her co-star in Enola Holmes 2. She replied that she thought Cavill was a better Sherlock Holmes than Robert Downey Jr. and Benedict Cumberbatch, who were Sherlock Holmes actors before. A pleasant surprise, coming from someone who recently claimed to enjoy torturing her co-star on set while singing, discussing reality TV, and making loud noises.
Is he a better Sherlock than this man? Benedict Cumberbatch?
Yes.
Next off, did Millie Bobby Brown lie during the Vanity Fair interview? When Millie Bobby Brown was questioned about if she lied at any point during the interview, but the machine didn't catch it, she said that she had and had gotten away with it at the end of the interview. The question she successfully lied on wasn't specified, so maybe Finn Wolfhard is an excellent kisser, or maybe Ms. Brown's beliefs about the world's spherical nature haven't altered since she was 14. Before the interviewer began, Millie Bobby Brown was asked to prove the system by answering simple and clear questions about her full name, birth date, place of birth, and whether she speaks Spanish. She does not. Brown gets exposed for repeatedly lying during the exam, most notably during the first round of inquiries when she refuses to identify which American co-star has the worst British accent. She shares several interesting details, including that she had previously cheated on an exam at school and was caught, and is a fan of Jonathan and Nancy. Good choice. Next up, did Millie Bobby Brown tease a fan theory of Stranger Things 5? In anticipation of the hit TV show's last season, viewers have wondered if any characters may appear from the afterlife. According to a fan idea, Joseph Quinn, played by Eddie Munson, who perished in the Upside Down while defending his good friend Dustin, could make a comeback in the 5th season. The main worry is what will happen to Max Mayfield, Sadie Sink, who Vecna nearly slew in Season 4. Millie acknowledged that it's a solid fan hypothesis, even if she wouldn't speculate on what might occur in Season 5. Stranger Things' 4th season came to an intriguing conclusion, piquing curiosity in the show's final and 5th season. The show's 5th season is anticipated to be one of the biggest yet, where Goodwill fights Vecna for the last time. Next up, what can we expect for Stranger Things Season 5? Even though Stranger Things Season 4 ended in July, fans loved the darker plotlines and brand new characters such as Eddie Munson. To better understand what will happen in Season 5, we can examine the show and the production team's interviews as we wait for the release of the last season. The Duffer Brothers are extensively interviewed by Stranger Things Unlocked on the show's YouTube page about what will happen in the upcoming final season. They throw out a lot of expectations in the shape of promises, such as more details about the Upside Down, the resolution of romantic relationships, and the history of the infamous Vecna. Season 5 of the Duffer Brothers television series has been described as being fast-paced from the outset. In contrast to past seasons, this one won't start with a pause or breathing room for the characters. This is because Season 4 did not have a more pleasant, successful conclusion and will not result in a happy, gradual start to their following issue in Season 5. Millie Bobby Brown made some hard confessions while hooked up to the lie detector, such as Finn Wolfhard being a bad kisser and her still believing the Earth is flat, also revealing that seeing her co-stars leave the show was hard. Do you think Millie Bobby Brown was joking when she said Finn was a bad kisser? Which Stranger Things death hurt the most? Make sure to let us know your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching.